You guys see me? No idea what's going on here, but it's not showing on this. Let me know if you can see me. What's up, guys? Yeah, for some reason it's not kicking off on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with it, but let's take a look at what's going on. So if we break this 37, yeah, I don't know why it's not working on everything, but anyways, if this breaks right here, this is the area we've been talking about, guys. If this does break, it's probably going to get pretty ugly pretty fast for Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. We may be watching a live crash or we get this bounce here. We've been talking about this and waiting on it for an extremely long time. If it does crash, you know, we may get a bounce somewhere in between this low over here around 33 to 36, and then maybe come up and retest this area. If we do break below this, unless we get back inside here, I believe our next target to look for is going to be that mid $20,000 range. I still think that's a good possibility. We'll see what happens. Weird, only got 14, it says 57 viewers over here and only 14 on my YouTube. I don't understand what's going on, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's see what happens, guys. It is getting right to that point. As you guys know, the last few videos I've been making have been, what's up, Edward? What's up, Alan? Looney? Moonboy T? Tuber, or Toon Tuber? TN? Leon? Moonboy? Yeah, only 2 likes. I don't know what's going on. It's not connecting right to the YouTube stream itself, but apparently it's working through this stream. So I guess we'll call it good. Let me see if I can stretch this out so I can read. All right, I can read a little better that way. What's up, Kevin? 40 likes. What's up, man? 74 on YouTube now. Yeah, it's something's screwy with my YouTube stream over here. It's not connecting for some reason. I don't know what the problem is, but it is what it is. As long as you guys can see me, that's all that matters, right? Let's see if this breaks. It's gonna get a little silly. Yeah, I think the only reason you guys got in is because of this. I sent the link. You guys probably got the link from either Twitter or the room. For some reason, it's just not posted on YouTube, but it's all good. Let's see what happens, guys. It either breaks here and begins the big crash, or we get a bounce. Let's see what the DXY is doing. DXY is still looking pretty bullish, guys. It's looking like it wants to stay on top of these EMAs right here. We're getting a little rejection at the 80 EMA, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold as resistance. Looks like we should pop up. Dow Jones came up, retested the center of this channel again. Looks like it's getting rejected. We've got a half hour till the Dow closes, but it is looking like a good possibility that we break here. Craig, Renee, it's Craig. USDT breaks resistance and monthly outlook. Hey Savvy, after having followed you on Twitter, it's my first time watching you live. Right on, welcome, Ashish or Ashish. Sorry if I murdered your name, but it'll break down. Time's what we need, said Vladimir. What's happening? So 107 viewers. I think we'd have a lot more if this would post to YouTube. I don't know why it won't. No idea. Did anyone actually get an alert on your YouTube, or did you just click the link and come on in? Gotham, do you believe in BTC long term? I believe it's a good idea and it could succeed. We'll see what happens with traditional markets first. You got an alert, Alan? Cool. YouTube did alert. All right, that's weird. I don't understand what is going on there, guys, but it does look like it wants to break here. Don't get too excited unless it breaks, but we've been waiting for this for a long time. So I didn't do a live or a regular video this morning because I figured if we got to this point, I would just go ahead and do a live stream. That's where we're at now. We are right at the breaking point, guys. That 37.4 looks like about the area, unless it bounces around in here for, you know, it could bounce around in here for a while if that does hold as support. So I won't tell you what to do, Alan, but I've been telling you people a good spot to short in all my past videos. If you've been watching, you'll know. Many scam coins. Yes, there's too many scam coins. Brian said dump like a dirty chicken. Thanks for partly answering. I don't know what your prior question was, but okay. Anyways, I thought I'd get on live. We'd watch this and see what happens. Keeping an eye on DXY. DXY is breaking above that 8 EMA. DXY does look bullish, guys. I had showed you guys this. If you look at the higher lows, lower lows, it was just making bullish divergence, man. Hidden bullish divergence. And like I said, the Dow closes in a half hour. We'll see what happens then. This is the other place we could look for a bounce. This will probably be its last point of resistance or last point of support around 35,000. So, you know, we may get a bounce down to 35,000, then come back up for a retest. So say, let's put that down there, 35,000, just because that's the weekly trend. So put it about right here. So if we get a bounce in this area, may come back up, retest this, maybe get back up to 38,000 if it does get down to the 35 and then down from there. But again, until this actually breaks, we are just kind of in limbo waiting for Bitcoin to make a decision here. TuneTuber, could it go up tomorrow along with wider market post-Fed decision? It's always possible with the Fed decision, but like I said, guys, I always say, I think, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. It's the charts are saying it's whatever the charts are saying. If this breaks, whatever the Fed says tomorrow is probably going to be bad, unless it takes, you know, a real fast drop down here. The Fed says something good, like they don't raise rates, then maybe we get our bounce back up here for the next week or so. But we'll see what happens. Not a good trader yet, but trying to learn. So hodl me worked perfectly. Do you hodl any coins? I don't hold any coins right now. Just what I trade with. Oscar got the YouTube. All right. What is your real opinion? How much time will you spend in a bear market? I've showed this chart forever. I was actually the first one to make a video on it on December 2nd. And it is the comparison of the Amazon to the Bitcoin chart. And if it does play out like this, we could be in a bear market till middle or end of next year, if it plays out like this. Of course, it could, if it is something super fast and then we get a bounce, I mean, it could be this year. But if it does play out like this, which I think is more likely, because if you know anything about the .com bubble, there were a lot of .com scams, and they all needed washed out before like Amazon and the real tech stocks they had to wash out the scams first before they continued up. And we have a lot of scams to wash out here, guys. A lot of them. Interest rate hikes started in Australia. Throw on the 5-minute chart. Uh-oh, we're getting close here, guys. Is it gonna break or is it going to hold? Never did I sway. I never swayed. I mean, a lot of the guys that make videos and stuff, I think their audience actually sways them, because me being bearish and showing my opinion of what I've been thinking is going on with the market, you get I get a lot of hate, and I think maybe a lot of other YouTubers don't like that. So they just tell the audience what they want to hear, or they just really don't understand charts, one of the two. And most of them, I don't think, really do understand how markets work. Just my opinion by watching some of them. 30 max for the downside, said CS. It's possible. I don't see it. If this breaks, I think we go a lot lower than 30. And I don't mean we drop down in one day, guys. That's not how it works. Look at all this ups and downs we have. This is the 4-hour chart. So we can break down. This could take 6 months to get down here. This could take a week to get down here. It's hard to tell what's exactly going to happen. But like this drop here took what? Say if we go from this top right here at 59.3 to, it only took a few days to get from 59.3 down to 42.3, which was about $15,000. So it could be pretty swift. This is a pretty big deal. I think a lot of people might capitulate right here. Not saying it's going to be the big capitulation, but I do think if this does break, that we're gonna have a significant move down the rest of this week, probably. Vladimir said MACD 4 hours is bearish, so no worry. Too many vector candles, thinking we won't break. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty rough right now. We'll see what happens. Like I said, maybe the market closes in what, 24 minutes and we get a bounce. Are you surprised by the swiftness of the rise in the DXY? How do you see it going? ToonTuber, if you've been watching me for a long time, I've been bullish on the dollar. I've been bullish on the dollar since way down here, and people were calling me crazy. And I've been bullish on the dollar. Let me put it on the daily. But I've been bullish on the dollar for well over a year. Down in here, I got really bullish. Everyone was calling me crazy that the dollar was going to nothing. But again, because a lot of people don't understand how markets work. But this has been bullish. I had these two wedges drawn in here. Showed you when we broke out here. This is actually where I got really bullish on the DXY. And as you can see, we've done nothing but go up ever since. So my next target for any kind of real resistance is around that 105. We may see a big correction here, possibly. And that may be, this whole time up, we get this drop for maybe the next few days. And this is just speculation on BTC. Then when we get up here, maybe come back all the way down here, and then BTC goes and retests the bottom. If we do break this here, which we look like we are about to break it, guys. And if this breaks, and it is a quick move down, then that will confirm for me that this whole thing is one big bear flag. Right here. We are going to see pretty quick here. It's right on the line, guys. And I think I have that line about perfect off these lows down at the bottom. So we may see a quick move here, possibly. Savvy, can you show the other indicator you've been using with buy or sell signals? I'll bring that back on tomorrow. I honestly have not been watching it. I've just been waiting for this. I mean, it comes down to being this simple right here. I haven't been using any other indicators other than the RSI and my EMAs, and everything pretty much was pointing to this happening. It's all I've been waiting on. That's why I haven't been super active on Twitter or any of that stuff. Just kind of in this little waiting range right here. Savvy, look at the weekly EMA strategy signals. The weekly, let's do it. Yeah, so the weekly, if it does stay down here, the The 21 is about to cross the 55, so all three will cross down below, but that would make next week's candle would have to open and close below the ADMA, and depending on where it is at the end of the week, you know, that might be 38,000, 39,000, we'll see. But then that would confirm, so it's actually another week out before a confirmation of the sell signal. But if this 35,000 breaks, that'd be good enough confirmation for me. Somebody wants to look at the ICP chart. Let me pull up my shitcoins chart. So anyone's seen this? I posted this the other day on Twitter. And actually, if you look at it on the weekly right here, that flag is breaking right now. I don't know how accurate that is. I just kind of made that real quick to put it on. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much broke, guys. Must say that this is not looking good for Bitcoin. What you think? What months we will have weekly capitulation candle? The actual capitulation, if I'm correct, is not going to be until it breaks that 20 to 25,000 range. The final capitulation, if I'm correct. But this here looks pretty much what I'm looking at. ICP. All right, let's take a look at ICP. CP, USD. What's there to look at, man? Go into the daily. Just another scam that they quit pushing. That looks horrible. Looks like a bear flag down here to continue it. Continue to the downside. This is the daily. Let's look at the 4 hour. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Some might say that we could possibly be getting bullish divergence if this RSI stops in here somewhere and this gets a lower low, but the fact is that this is just a garbage chart, man. I will buy all Bitcoin for $25. Watch me go. Sorry if I'm missing your messages, guys. Kind of running through them. Look at a real project, Luna. That's not a real project, but okay. Luna. Look at Luna. Let's look for the Coinbase. I like to use Coinbase just because they're a lot smoother charts, but obviously it's not on there. So I guess we'll just use... We'll use the Binance or Bitfinex. Luna, same thing, guys. Looks like it's ready to break support here also. It's pretty much the same chart. They're all just garbage, man. Just my opinion. You don't have to do this. Yeah, so I think I showed... this actually looks like a head and shoulders here forming on Luna. And if this breaks this low down here, you're looking at $40 or something. Just put a line across here and see. This here, if you guys remember what a distribution looks like, this is a perfect distribution. But yeah, if it breaks here, it's probably going to be heading down to... So look for Luna to... If you're bullish on it, you better hope it holds $76. If that breaks, you're looking back down to about $32. And that doesn't mean it happens in a day, guys. So you're gonna see some bounces. A lot of people just don't get that. Charts don't move in huge moves constant, just fast, one big move. That's not how markets work, but that's where I'd be looking for. But actually, if we go in a bear market, I can see it going down back down to its lower lows, easy $5 or something. If we're in the long-term bear market, like I do think we possibly are. How about Elgo? They've recently partnered with FIFA. Guys, when they say they've partnered with this or partnered with that, I can partner with anything. All I have to do is when they email me and say, hey, will you give a mention and then you're considered a partner, that's all it is. It doesn't mean they're actually doing anything with the people, guys. I'm frozen. Am I still frozen? ToonTuber said I'm frozen. Uh, 108 still your target for DXY. No, I was just talking about the DXY. Looking at 105 as the next resistance. I do think we'll probably get a pullback at 105. But then I'd be looking for the dollar to go as high as around 121. ADA next. All right, ADA. I'm pretty sure that one will pop up. Yeah. So I made a thing way back here with the rocket going down once this area here broke, and you can see what's happening. Same thing with ADA, guys. Altcoins are doomed. You might get sporadic ones that have a pump during a bear market, but the fact is they all depend on Bitcoin. I don't care what anyone says. They all depend on Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's got to break this 2632. If it breaks that, I'd be looking for 19.9, then 15.10. Litecoin, as you guys know, my target has been the same for Litecoin for a long time. XRP, also, as you guys know, I'm looking for somewhere in between. Let's see, we could go as high as 17 and 28 cents for XRP. XRP does seem like it could be making a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders down here on the RSI, maybe get another pump up, but I wouldn't expect it to go any higher than the 72 range right here. Now, if Bitcoin does get a bounce here and does not break this, then maybe you'll see one more pump in altcoins. We'll see what happens. But like I've been saying forever, anytime, at any time, if it breaks this trend line right here, it is going down in a big, big way. What's gold doing? Yeah. Silver. So this, let's look at this real quick. Let's zoom in. We are breaking this significantly, and these are my fib channels. The next fib channel would, again, get us down to that lower to mid $20,000 range. And we are breaking this one right now on the daily. So zoom in, check it out. These are all extremely old charts, guys. I have not changed them. But yeah, it's looking pretty bearish. Let's look at... Oh, what was that? XRP is way better than Bitcoin. So the narrative says. XRP did not break its all-time high. This run. What's your opinion about the Lux algo? I have a link down below if you want to check it out. I like it. Like I said, at the studio, I have it set up and I watch it there, but I really haven't been using any indicators right now except my EMAs and RSI. Really about it, other than trend lines. Do you believe in aliens? I don't believe we're the only ones out there. I'll tell you that. Jeff Noob said it's all trash. You ever hedge? I hedge my trades sometime. Yeah, I hedge my trades a little bit. That's one of the reasons I like Prime XBT. You can have multiple trades in longs and short. By the way, my link's down below for XRP, and you can go to my YouTube page and there's a tutorial there on it. I will be doing a contest. We're going to be giving away to the winner. We'll be giving away a Sappy Seal NFT. I think it was like 0.5 Ethereum, something like that, that it's worth. But that will be one of the prizes. There will be cash prizes also. I will be making more announcements on that tomorrow, so make sure you watch out for that. You'll have a code to get in and join, and might as well, if you are planning on doing that, scroll down, use my link below, sign up for Prime XBT, get an account set up, get ready. All they need is your email, and go from there. You can just join one of the contests up here and get familiar with the platform, and you could trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all from one exchange. Definitely check it out if you have not already. Getting a little bounce here. You are ignoring the request. Gala analysis. Gala. Is that just another shit coin? Because I've never even heard of it. So let me put it in. Oh, Gala. There we go. Same thing. They're all the same charts. All the shit coins are the same charts, guys. They just follow Bitcoin. Especially when Bitcoin's bearish. Cardano, same thing. I just looked at Cardano. Here is Cardano, same thing. Same charts, guys. They're all the same charts. Toby Chapman said send a super chat for reviews. I just wanted to get on here, talk with you guys, and kind of watch, see what happens here. See what happens. Market closes in 6 minutes. Will Bitcoin just drop at that? So the next 4 hour, we may get a little spike up, create a wick before continuing down. But again, guys, what we're looking for is a break of this 37.4 area. If it holds, then we could get another bounce up. Savvy tells the truth for real. I share my opinion. That's all I do. I share my opinions and my analysis on the charts. Most people know, as I say, nobody knows for sure what the markets are going to do. We can look at them, analyze them, and give them our best guesses. But you know, I've pretty much called this whole structure. If you guys are familiar with what we were looking for, an ABC. I was not expecting it to go this high, but after the ABC, I was still looking for that mid $20,000 range. If we would have got it at the 58 range, I would have thought this was just an ABC and then a continuation to the upside. But now I've become more bearish, thinking that this is going to be just a temporary support. We could be there for a few months, but I do believe this is most likely to break. If my opinion changes on that by the formation of the charts, then I will let you guys know. But like I always say, it's not the price, it's the path it takes to get there that gives you clues on where the market's going. We knew there was going to be, we had the 5 waves here. We knew the next was going to be ABC, which we got, just went higher than we thought. Nevertheless, it was a bull trap. I had said in all my videos back then, way back in here, I was saying look for the bottom about the middle of June, and then it would be a rally, a big fake out to make everyone think 100,000 was coming again, which it did, and then just take your money, which it did. How the markets work, that's how they've always worked. Bitcoin is no different than any other market, guys. Can't stand Moon Boys anymore. You know, maybe you know, I make fun of moon boys, call them moon boys all the time. Some of them actually, I think, believe that. And I think some of them really could care less. They just do it for views to try to blow up their channel. Plug the wife's print page. You have my, I'll do that. So let's go to, do it this way. This is my wife's webpage, inkyyourimage.com. Definitely check it out, guys. She's got a lot of cool quality stuff in there. She's got a Bitcoin section with crypto. You can put anything you want on this stuff. All you have to do is send her a picture or whatever. It's quality stuff too, guys. It's not garbage. Definitely check it out. She's got an oops section here too with discounted items if you want to check it out. But definitely check it out. It is my wife's webpage. She's awesome. She does great work. And that link's down below also. There we go. Plugged her. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. It does help YouTube get the video out. We'll see what happens. I'll probably stick around for another 20 minutes or so, see how this pans out. But regardless, guys, really keep a close eye on this area, this 37.4 area. Prickly Peppy said, I love watching a few of you crypto guys. I'm in for the fun. Right on. 27 bottom is just like Amazon, then 73K just like Amazon. No, AtLab, I've seen people put that false crap out there. As you guys know, I'm the first one that came up. Well, you should know. I am the first one that came up with the Amazon. Other people started talking about it. I made the video on December 2nd. You can go back and check. And I even said in the video, I wasn't wanting to get the video out because everybody was going to start talking about it after I did. And it took a while, but here they are. Let's look at, so here's, no, there was no, yeah, 27 is not where the Amazon went. If you measure this all out, it brings us down to 3,500. I'm not saying it has to go that low. I think it'll definitely go under 10,000, most likely. But if it plays out like Amazon, washes out all the scams, we're looking at under 5K anyway. Sailor, remember yet? Are you doing any collaboration videos coming soon? I mean, I'll do a collaboration if someone asks, but I'm not one to go around begging other channels to be on there. Gareth just copied my shit. Gareth copied my videos that I called the top at 64 back here. And after this broke, then he said he called it, but I called this way before it happened, weeks before it happened, this top right here. You can go back and watch my videos. And then he made a video down here saying he called it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. The guy's shady. He wants to sell his shit courses. Be careful, guys. Anyways, so you talk about the third spike. This was the first spike here. I've talked about it. I talked about it in that first video. This was the first spike here. It just wasn't as hyped, right? Here's your second spike. And then you got your downfall. And then you got your A, B, C correction. You got your A, B, C correction. Same thing, guys. Same formation. Downside is more likely. I'll never do a collab with Gareth. I've showed in a video in the past, Gareth, after I made that video on December 2nd, January, they sent me about 5 emails, Gareth did, to be on his channel, wanting to be on my channel. I wouldn't let him. Then he went to BitBoy. He got on BitBoys. Then he went to Crypto Zombie. He begs to be on everyone's channels, guys. That's what he does. He's trying to get out there only to push his shit program. If he knew how to trade, he wouldn't have to sell a program to make money because he'd be actually making money trading. I've stressed that so much. People just don't get it. And I get it. Some people just don't get it. They will, especially after they pay for that course. Nobody can predict what will happen. Game is rigged, and the big boys, they're playing by rules. Gareth blocked me on Twitter when I called him out on it. So there you go. I told him to show me where he talked about it before December 2nd. and he blocked me. He knows. And like I said, and then he can't say he don't know me or didn't know my channel because he emailed me multiple times. And he said, that is my crew. One of the emails is Gareth and one is his wife. I don't know her name, but come on, dude. If you guys want me to collab with someone, you know, throw them a mention or whatever. Like I said, I'm not one to beg on to be on someone's channel. I'm here stating my stuff. I don't care to be on anyone's channel, but I'm more than willing to do a collab, but I'm not going to go out searching for it or begging or asking. So if you guys want to see me on someone's channel, throw them shouts, you know, tweet it out to them on, tag me and tweet them out on Twitter or whatever. Why haven't you been back on BitBoy's show? They haven't asked me to. Like I said, I'm not one to ask to be on a show. You ask them why. They're the ones that make the decisions. Jordan, that dude is such a knob. About almost 10 years ago, Mohanad. Yeah, he won't do it, crypto. He needs to sell them courses, man. He can't sell them if he's saying he's using someone else's stuff. Your opinion, top one altcoin? I don't have an opinion on it. Trade altcoins, great. If you can make money off, just like penny stocks. That's where I started, as penny stocks. That's all altcoins are. Is they're like penny stocks. Whoever pays to promote the most, they get the most money in, makes them look legit. But other than that, I mean, it's 100% speculation, man. You think Sailor sells Bitcoin go below a certain price? I'm not going to share my opinion on that, but believe that he's not dumb and he uses greed of certain things like the .com bubble to benefit him. I'll leave it there. Thanks, Mo1. Would you consider the BTC miners to be penny stocks at the moment? Pretty much. If BTC drops, you know, the miner's profit's going to drop drastically. So be careful. Moon Carl, MM Crypto, Lark Davis, Crypto Rover. I'm assembling a team of mentally challenged. Like I said, some of the guys may actually believe what they say. A lot of them probably don't. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I just don't understand how they're seeing all this bullishness in the charts when there is no bullishness in the charts. But I could be missing it. I could be wrong. Right on, Ansem. Sailor may be forced to buy his loan protocols to sell. He has a plan. Believe me, he has a plan. He's been through it all before. He knows what he's doing. You know, he got everybody to buy into his company. Look at, here, let me pull it up. Just look at MicroStrategies, right? It's like history repeats all over if you look. I used to show this all the time, but people don't listen. So anyways, let's go to the 4-day. Should be able to fit it in there. There you go. Here's Sailor's company, MicroStrategy, right here in the .com bubble. And here it is in Bitcoin. Did the same thing. He got a hyped group that was overly greedy to buy in his company. I'm sure he dumped his stocks. Over here, he may dump Bitcoin, dump his stocks, and then he just buys them back at the bottom again. Just buys a lot more of it. Pretty amazing how history repeats, right? Vulture, doing good. I hope everybody in here is doing well also, man. In the crypto, the beginning of 2017. Thanks, Rana. Arana. Again, not sure how to pronounce your name. What happens to El Salvador if BTC goes to 5K? Oh, man. And here's another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. So, they're talking about, who is it? Schwab or somebody, I don't even remember, is talking about letting people use Bitcoin in their 401k, right? What normal person, and it would only be normal person, because most people that are going to be in Bitcoin are already in Bitcoin, right? Who in the hell is going to want to put their 401k into something that's dropped this much when they don't really know anything about Bitcoin other than what they hear on TV, right? Not a lot of people, guys. So, I mean, people say that news, all this billions are going to roll in. No, it's really not. There's no reason for it to. If you were around for 2018, there was super bullish news all the time. You know, JP Morgan was setting up trading desks, blah, 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 blah. But it just kept going down. Usually the most bullish news is in the bear market. So they can get people to keep buying so they can keep dumping on them. Is Saylor working as a market maker? Guys, market maker, so many people skew the idea of a market maker. They make it sound like the market makers are all in communication or in one big building and control the price of Bitcoin. A market maker just works for an exchange. So an exchange will hire a market maker, either a person or a firm. And all they do is keep liquidity. They chase the liquidity. They don't give a shit if it goes up or down. So they're not like, we're going to take Bitcoin to here and then we're going to take it here. That's not what it is, man. So many people have misled people on what a market maker is. I mean, Google is your friend, guys. Google it. Google stuff. Learn what it really is. Don't listen to these people. You know, a lot of these kids, crypto pro kids are new. They're only been around for a couple of years and they only know what crypto has done. They have no idea about real markets. And we've talked about, you know, traditional markets. Bitcoin has never, ever seen traditional markets in a bear market. Bitcoin started right here. Look at what the stock market has done. If the stock market has a big crash, well, you see what happened back here in 2020, right? But if it has a real correction, it may be a lot slower one, right? Bitcoin has never seen a real bear market in the stock markets. It was created here. Bitcoin cannot handle. I'm not saying it can't handle, but it's not going to continue up if the stock market goes down, right? What should anyone really hold crypto long term when all it does is crash eventually? Kind of hard to lose when everything was going up. A lot of money, new investors going to get wrecked. Yeah, man. Like I said, I believe this. All the markets right now are a huge money grab, biggest money grab in history. I do believe that. And I've showed, let's look at something too. So if we look at the DXY, I'm going to go over here. This is something I used to talk about all the time, and I'm going to mention it here. So the DXY, this was 2008 to 2009, right? It rose 27%. Let's look at what, and everybody says hedging gold, hedging Bitcoin, hedging silver. Let's look at gold. What did gold do in 2008 crash? Remember, DXY went up 27%, right? What did gold do? Gold went down 34% in the 2008 crash. What did silver do? Let's take a look. Silver went down 60% in the 2008 crash. The only thing that rose was the DXY. The only thing. Everything else went down. I used to show that all the time. People get all mad when I showed it, saying DXY was going to zero. And we see what the DXY has done. The DXY has pumped. Seems to be continuing to pump. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there for those that hadn't seen it. Skylar, you troll. Go watch Crypto Zombie with Skylar. I'll put my 401k into BTC. You do that, man. Put it all in right now. Not financial advice, but I dare you. something wrong with the previous link set offline? Oh, I don't know, man. Don't know what is going on. Will crypto decouple from traditional markets? Possibly, if it succeeds. But again, guys, remember, crypto is pure speculation. People act like it's a guarantee. It is not a guarantee. No market is a guarantee. Nothing in any market is a guarantee. I got to turn my phone off. It stresses me out when it's vibrating while I'm trying to talk. When you say money grab, do you mean dump onto retail? Yes, TuneTuber, that's exactly what I mean. Like I just showed you, right, that the DXY rises in a traditional bear market. 2008 crash, DXY rose. Gold fell. Silver fell. Those are the things you see them always scaring people. So inflation, that keeps everybody scared of the dollar. Everybody wants to get out of the dollar, right? So what do? They go to stocks or gold or silver. But them same people that are telling you to buy the gold and silver, who are you buying it from? You're buying it from them. They are dumping it on you. I mean, it is so repetitive over history. Watch the commercials. What do you see? Gold and silver. Buy gold and silver. Well, if it's going to go up forever, why the hell would whoever's selling it sell it? They wouldn't. No, that Jordan dude is all he does is talk about other YouTubers and try to make himself look cool. He has absolutely no idea how to analyze markets at all. None. Zero and zilch. Diamond Doge. Thanks, man. Appreciate the super chat. Much appreciated. He is a child. The dude is just a child. He's like, I don't know. He has to put others down for attention or something. He's weird. He's actually really weird. Fast man Jeff. Yeah, he is a tool. We may see a small put to the 42.5 before it dump. It's possible, but like I said, if we break this, it's pretty much a wrap, in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, we could get a bounce here if we do. Maybe we go up to the 200 EMA or so again, but it's not looking really promising right now. And I've had all these same charts forever. So we've been expecting this, waiting on this, all this. And this would be if this is a bear flag down to this range. Yeah. It is looking pretty weak. Where would you look at start dollar cost averaging back into the S&P and 401ks general levels? It's hard to say right now. It depends, because it could be, if it's a fast crash, then it's probably going to be a fast bounce. So if it could be a slow bleed for years on the Dow. You know, it all depends on how it moves. A lot of people don't get that. The path that a market or a chart takes to get somewhere is what counts. It's not the price it's at, it's the path it takes to get there. I've tried to stress this, and some people get it, a lot of people don't. Did you hear about Agenda 2030? Yeah, I don't get into that stuff, especially on YouTube. The face of months of criticism, you have never wavered and stuck to your targets. My utmost admiration for you in charting. Thanks, Writer's Block of Cheese. Great name, by the way. I appreciate that. But like I said, if I see something and I don't know, there's no reason to change unless certain areas are broke. There are confirmation, there's validation and invalidation areas, man. Zinc, I've been short since 48. Anyone that watches my channel knows. I shorted at 48. I actually closed at 44.5, 50% of it, and let the rest ride. If you belong to the Discord, you would know that there's Discord links down below. It's totally free. Some really cool people in there. Definitely check it out. Still busy learning fib and Elliott waves. Hard subject to get programmed into my head. Yeah, the more you do it, though, it takes years, man. The more you do it, the better you'll get, and the more understanding you'll get, and the easier your views of the market will be. You're welcome, Nima. Is it okay to hold stable coins when crashing? If you did, I would suggest staying in USDC. I wouldn't stay in Tether, but that's my opinion. Blockchain just a hype train. Possible. Like I said, it's pure speculation, man. Where are your waves at, Lel? My waves? This is all right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC correction. And let's look at the waves, bud. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Troll on, my friend. Troll on. How'd you get the new 105 target for your DXY? I showed you the other day, guys. The easiest way to keep up on what I'm doing is watch every video. Some videos are boring because there's nothing really going on, but every video I track the market daily. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and watch daily because we track it daily. If it's super, super boring, I won't do anything, but I try to do daily videos, and we track the market. We watch what's going on. You watch every day, and you'll be less afraid when something happens, or you'll understand the markets a lot better. I mean, that's the best way to put it. But I went off the bottom of these levels right here with it, right? And I raised it up. So we had a touch to the top. And that's where I got the level. I also have this line here. I can change the color for you. Let's do that. Let's make it blue. So this blue line here is actually where the breakout was. But I did go off of these bottom levels and just put it up as like a channel here. Hope that helped. I don't stream daily. I put out videos daily. When something crazy is happening, or some major support getting tested, then I'll do a live. I'm fully subscribed and been following you for a year, but I must have missed that piece. Sorry. Right on, man. I was just explaining that for a lot of people in here too. I'll do a video and say watch here, it's gonna go up big or go down big, and it doesn't get many views. But after the fact, then it gets the views. But if you watch beforehand, you can learn to expect that stuff. DXY is not creating a double top, in my opinion, at all. This chart is super old. Let me find it. Right here. This is super old chart. I started talking about this back in 2020 about the DXY, and it said that a good time to buy would be if we get rejected up here. If not, which we didn't, we blew right through. That's a pretty bad sign. We are blown up. I don't see DXY. It can correct back down to this trend line like I showed you on this chart here. Once it gets up here, maybe bounce back, retest down to this 102 range. But I think the DXY is going to continue up for quite some time. Video daily is a stretch savvy. Streak savvy. We considered creating a Patreon. People will pay for more detailed analysis, lessons, and how you chart. Max, it takes too much time. I spend enough time. That's what I mean. A lot of these guys that do that, they don't actually trade. They might throw a trade in here and there, but they don't actually trade, because if they did and they were successful, they wouldn't have time to sit and do all that. Thanks for the live stream and answering questions. Right on. Take it easy, Toon. Good sign means blood to buy soon. Even long-term DXY did not take out previous low. Moon. Savvy, don't like Ponzi and let you pay. Right. That's, you know, I do have a members. I think it's $3 or $4 a month. You can join on YouTube. I haven't been doing it as often, but once in a while I'll throw a members video out or video members live. But like I said, it's $3 or $4 a month, and it's just basically to just show your support. I mean, that's all. I'm not selling you anything. Keith, like I said, it depends on which path it takes, right? So if it takes the path like I think, like the Amazon path, middle or end of 2023 is when I'd be looking to possibly start getting back in slowly. But there's no guarantee that Bitcoin is going to succeed. There's absolutely no guarantee. The inflation is a tax on all. When politicians don't have the political guts to raise taxes anymore, they have the Fed print more money instead. This raises the... No, they control the markets. They know what they're doing, man. Before news comes out, they already dumped or, you know, bought whatever, and they control the money that way. Got to learn to play with them, not against them. Holy Bulldog said LOL Amazon path. I should save that, and after it happens, if it does happen, just blast that all over the internet. It'll be funny. LM, it is good news. If you know how to trade, it's great news. Why do you think it's negative telling you where the market's going and it goes there? How is that negative news? It's just telling you what's happening. I don't understand people. It's only bad news because the only way you can make money is if it goes up, if you hodl. You know, maybe you shouldn't be in the markets if that's the way you think. Trade the damn things if you want to make money both ways. It's not bad news telling you where the market's going if the market's going there. What don't you get? It's not just Amazon TA, homie. Does this look like Amazon TA? No, this looks like a structure that we called. This is the structures we called. If you were around back here, I called these waves exact. I thought 5 would go a little lower. I thought the C wave wouldn't go as high, but nevertheless, we called the structure. We knew what we were looking for, and we got it. It was bad news saying we were going to crash at 64. It was bad news saying we were going to crash here. No, it was exactly what happened. How was that bad news? It's exactly what happened. God, man. Oh, people. If you don't want to watch, if you think it's bad news, don't watch. No, it's all good, Brad. I get it. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. Thanks, Dallas. Theo said, remember when the news came that the SEC and Fed employees are not allowed to trade stocks? This happened exactly at the top of the S&P, then it crashed. Like I said, they control the markets, man. Soul Extender said, I still watch and close my eyes. What's up, bud? Crypto Savvy, what do you think about 28K, 70K, 6K? I don't think that's what's going to happen, but who knows? Janet said that's why I love troll-free members videos. I'll try to get back into that a little bit. It's just, I don't know, the time and whatever. But I will start throwing some out randomly here and there and just hanging out and maybe digging into the charts deeper with you guys that are members. Going into smaller stuff, talking about fibs and things like that. Kind of pushing a little more out there. And no, it's not a trading course, but I can help you learn how to read the markets. What I use to read the markets, I guess. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it to trade and not lose money? Well, that's just something a lot of people don't understand. You're gonna lose trades. I lose trades. You just manage how much you lose. That's what stop losses are for, you know. And you wait for good trade opportunities, for high probability trades. Like this would be a pretty high probability trade to look for this, wait for the break, maybe put a short in. You don't have to put a short. Like some people would rather wait for a bounce and a retest, and then if you get rejected at a retest, then put a short in. Or say it goes back above and comes down and gets support, then you put a long in. If you're just gambling and betting on it going up or down, then it's risky. It's risky anyways, but when you learn how to manage your risk and use your stop losses and understand the ways market moves, it's not as risky. Mo, Lux is good. Like I said, I haven't really been using it because I haven't really been on the charts much. I've been waiting for this to play out. So, I've been watching just my RSI, EMAs, and the patterns. Remember when Priceline went to $1? Watch Crow. Oh. Why stop loss and risk management is key. 100%. And so I think you were doing the trading competitions. I think you won a few of them on Prime, right? So heavy, do I need to track the lunar cycle to be a pro trader? No. No, you don't. You can track it if that works for you, but you don't have to. You won 4. I thought so. Yeah, you kicked ass in those. Right on, brother. Samuel Hussein, what's your Discord name? When your next video with Brendan? I don't know. We may do one soon. We'll see. Bully Bulldog, you didn't pay attention at all. That's your problem, bud. That's why you're losing now. You don't pay attention. How about charting some stocks for members? Your crypto charts have not changed since last year. If they don't have a reason to change, they don't have a reason to change. But yeah, Archie, I could probably do that. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. Spams the cord with Bybit links. Oh, all right. Then we won't put them in there. But 2019, I was not calling for $1,000 Bitcoin. 2019, bud, I was calling. I go back and watch the videos. I called all the way up to 14. I was actually looking for higher, but at least I wasn't telling you 100K by the end of last year. At least I'm not telling you 100K by the end of this year, because that is not happening. Email me, Samuel. I'll talk to you there. Ronan says, I found your channel through Moonboy Jordan. You mean through absolutely no knowledge of how the market works, Jordan? Bully, we get you. You exist. Stop begging for attention. Chris S said, think one last pump to 40K max, 40,500, then down. Possible. I mean, it's possible. Ever analyze indices on here? If not, that might be a nice addition. Yeah, I've talked about it. I think I might start doing that when Bitcoin gets to its dull point, which I do think will come. Then I'll probably be going into indices and stuff, because I got to look for stuff to trade then. you know, if Bitcoin's dead for a while, which it usually does around the bear market time, when it starts getting towards its lows, it just kind of levels out. As you can see here, Amazon did the same type thing, got in this boring area. Bitcoin does it every time. All right, so I'm gonna head out, guys. If we do have a break, I might pop on a video later. We may do a live stream if I catch it, if I'm not busy, but I'm going to let you guys know. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Scroll down, smash that thumbs up. And if you're watching this afterwards, leave a comment after the video. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm